Evening, D22 Zone and YouTube people. It's Jason from, funnily enough, D22 Zone. I'm doing a video walkthrough of this inMomentum game, which is a sci-fi fantasy racing simulator, find all the spheres game. Now, I was planning to do a video of me playing it first time, which I did, I recorded that. But some plum forgot to turn his microphone off mute. So there I am, videoing the game that I played the very first time, but you can't hear me. And I'm so annoyed about that fact. So I've played a bit already, and really let's just jump into it and see what it's all about. Now I'll play a level which I haven't played yet. So, Path of Fire. That looks pretty sexy, so we'll try that one out. So the game is pretty much what it says on the tin. It's a racing game. You have to collect all the spheres. You've got a jump button and some sort of laser firing button. And the idea is to do it in the quickest time possible. Now, I am still a very novice player at this game. I think the last time I played something similar to this was either Mirror's Edge, which is, to be fair, pretty easy compared to this, or Counter-Strike Source on the surfing maps a couple of years ago. I don't know if they still do Counter-Strike Source surfing, but I used to love that. I used to be better at that than the actual game that is meant to be played. So basically what you do is time trial. You've got right click to jump, and then if you muck up, if the game basically gives you a chance, and you can left click, which I just showed there, off a wall to jump again. Similar to that of Mirror's Edge, I could say, when you're wall running and jump. But this game is a lot faster, and you've got to have really pinpoint accuracy, and it can be very stressful as well, because especially if you're not in the mood for see, the game just bugged out then and I died. Especially if you're not in the mood for losing all the time or having to repeat your own actions again and again and again. So now I have looked at the leaderboards, and some of them are just ridiculous. Oh geez, already for a game that was only released a month ago or whatever. I think came out on the 1st November. Absolutely incredible. I remember my first level, I did it in about 9 minutes, and the quickest time was just under 25 seconds. And it's what have you got to do to get to that sort of stage? So pretty crazy. Poo. But yeah, you hit these checkpoints, which are literally God's gift if you're an impatient gamer like myself. They obviously save your progress, like all checkpoints do. And yeah, it's pretty simple. Obviously, it's all a racing game, all against the clock. You can do multiplayer, which I probably will do in this video preview. Let's just hope nothing goes wrong with that. But I haven't played multiplayer yet, so it'd be interesting to do that as a first impressions and whatnot. Now, my own experience of this game, I've already found it to be quite stressful. Not overly stressful. It's a bit like playing Scout on Team Fortress 2. If you die, okay, you wait for respawn. Because you move so quickly, you just sort of forget about it. But if you play the Heavy, for example, on Team Fortress 2, it wouldn't be so smooth flowing, if that makes sense. You've got to respawn. It takes you about 5 minutes to run where you want to go. But with this, you're sort of straight back into it. Action, go. But that's not to say that it's not frustrating, because it sure is. especially when you know that you can see the checkpoint over to the left there, and oh crap, good, a lot of speed there. And then you just muck it up on like the last jump. That's really annoying. But you know, it's just game mechanics, I suppose. So yeah, when I do eventually complete this, I'll jump into a multiplayer game and see what that's like. See if I get to see any of the other characters, actual players, models. Because I don't really know what I am. Am I like a human being or an alien or something? Or I don't know. Well, what am I? So we get to see if they show that. Got that bit there, right. But yeah, I think some of the people that are obviously on the leaderboards on like first, second, third, they must play it over and over again. I won't be surprised, it's probably already out actually, and I just don't know about it, to see this go as an e-sport, like as a proper tournament where groups of people join up from different countries and race against each other, because it took off really, you know, really well in Mirror's Edge. And this game is just focused all about time trials, which is fair, you know, it's pretty pretty actually as well. So I could see it going into some sort of like tournament mode, or some sort of like, well, remember back in the day with Dare Defeat Enemy Down tournament, something like that, you know. But it's nice because I remember the first time playing this about, I don't know, 30 minutes ago, I was all over the place, and now I'm starting to get, you know, my stuff together. So did that in 5 minutes. I think that's a respectable time because that's my first time at the level. But look at those leaderboards. The guy called Led, 31 seconds. I just don't know how that's achieved. I'd love to see it. I think I might, you know, see if I can get one of these videos of these professionals doing it and post on the website. But let's see what it's like on multiplayer. I haven't been on multiplayer yet. This is the first time. Let's see if I can join this one. Difficulty freak. Oh, what's happening? Oh, look. A video demonstration, and it's come up with a whole lot of error messages. Ouch. Right, sorry about that, chaps. Just tried to load up multiplayer and the game crashed. So probably not, you know, there must be quite a few bugs here and there maybe. Let's see if I can join this game. Yep, we're in, ready up, let's do this. Let's just hope the other guys will ready up. But for the meantime, I'll either chat or I'll edit this bit out, and nope, I must have got kicked. Oh dear. So the community seems to be a nice bunch of people then. Is this the same server I joined before? I can't remember. If it is, yeah, it probably was. I'm probably like, oh, this guy, what does he want? So what I'll do for now is I'll close the video down. So this will be the first video walkthrough of single player, and I will get back to you guys with another video of me playing multiplayer, hopefully, when obviously there's a few more games up than just the one whose password is, because he's a loser. But don't forget that this game is available on the Indie Gala, I think it is, Indie Gaga, something like that, website where you can pick up the game for, you know, pay as much as you want. It's one of those schemes. I'd suggest donating a bit of money for these games. You know, there's quite a few in there. The developers definitely deserve it. They've done a great job. So yeah, you can go pick it up from there, but expect some sort of written review or first impressions article on the website d22zone.com, and you get to view my impressions, read my impressions, and that sort of thing, really. Okay then, chaps, I will speak to you and see you guys later on. Take care now.